If Mark can lift the heaviest thing that you could possibly find on planet Earth, what do you think that you could do to contain someone who was whooping his ass, holding him by the neck, driving him through niggas, holding him by the arm, breaking his arm, karate chopped his leg, popped his bones out, punched him, broke his hand, squished his hand, and fucking crackled that shit and broke every bone in his hand? What makes you think you can do that? I low-key agree with Cecil. Now look, I've been saying this shit for the longest. Let me tell y'all something right now. Before this guy cooks, I'm sure he's gonna cook in this video, but let me tell y'all something right now, man. Cecil has a problem on his hands. The only thing that I don't agree with, spoiler warning, is that Conquest, keeping him alive, was absolutely the most brain dead thing he could have ever done in his entire life. Easily the dumbest thing he's ever done in his entire life. Easily. Like, quite, like, what?
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
What are you doing? Anyway, but him putting the little brain thing in Mark's head, you gotta do that, gang. You never know. Mark could fuck around, flip a switch, crash out, and then be on the same type time Omni-Man on or Conquest on. He gotta do something. You gotta have measures against Mark. Like, it really is that simple, gang. And people were saying like, yo, I hate Cecil. Why would he do that to Mark? Like, bro, he's the strongest. Like, there's literally nobody on the planet that could fuck with him. Literally nobody on the planet that could fuck with him. Literally. Not a single person on planet Earth in this universe that could fuck with him.
After season 3 of Invincible, guys, I can say I am a fan of Cecil. Hear me out. Cecil is a risk taker, a road runner. You know, Cecil is easily one of my favorite Invincible characters, alright? Everyone is tweaking out. You know, Cecil, why would you keep the body? Cecil, why would you do that? And I get it. Maybe it looks dumb. Because it is dumb, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's a bold move. Bold doesn't always mean right, okay? Don't get that twisted. But let's cut him some slack. For one, Conquest's face is smushed beyond recognition. I'm not gonna look at you with a straight face and tell you, yeah, that brother's alive and he's conscious. And obviously he doesn't know about the Nolan and Alan situation going on right now. That doesn't matter, does it? Because obviously Mark wouldn't like him working with bad people. Oh wait, no, I forgot. He's a hypocrite. Look, guys, you are not seeing the vision. This man Cecil is onto something. But yeah, that brother Mark, he's cooked. Now, I'm gonna be honest. As much as I love Cecil, yeah, Conquest is probably getting free. Let's be real. Now, I don't read the comics, but I won't ever either. I'm already too deep into the show at this point. But this is pretty easy to predict regardless. I don't need no spoilers because Invincible comic fans love to do that for some reason. But at the end of the day, I respect this bold move and this willingness.
Respect? Bruh. You respect the fact that... Alright. let's really do some math really fast, okay? There was a point in the show where Mark was lifting what Cecil said was the heaviest thing on planet Earth, which was like a big ass fucking iceberg, right? What makes you think you can contain a Viltrumite who is much stronger than someone that can lift the heaviest thing that you could have possibly found on planet Earth? It's called power scaling.
You are an idiot!
If Mark can lift the heaviest thing that you could possibly find on planet Earth, what do you think that you could do to contain someone who was whooping his ass, holding him by the neck, driving him through niggas, holding him by the arm, breaking his arm, karate chopped his leg, popped his bones out, punched him, broke his hand, squished his hand, and fucking crackled that shit and broke every bone in his hand? What makes you think you can do that? What makes you think that you can contain that nigga? You literally cannot.
To get answers on how to destroy a Viltrumite. The Viltrumites in general. I know Mark is going to be tweaking out when he finds out that Conquest is loose. But if he can escape this, guys. Yes, this. How can you escape? But let's be real. If he's going to be burnt to ashes as Mark wanted, who knows? Maybe Conquest could still somehow get out of that. All right, as ridiculous as it sounds, these people, the plot armor in this show is crazy. Ain't nobody dying. I'm not gonna sit here and act as if Mark is right, okay? First of all, Mark is a little stuck up. The whole world was on fire and you're talking about, man, I gotta stay with Eve.
I beg your pardon?
He
Mark,
definitely is
your
stupid for
Invincible
that.
twins, they all pulled up on the block. They went to your hood and said nobody knew you. What kind of superhero is that? Eve is being taken care of. The world is not being taken care of. So maybe it's a good idea you listen to Cecil for once, Mark, because that's obviously something you hate doing. Don't get it twisted. My appreciation for Cecil doesn't mean I hate Mark, all right? How can you hate the main character? You know what I mean? But whenever Cecil says, hey, Mark, I've been changing up these bad people's brains, but for a good cause. In fact, Mark, I'm doing this for you, to help you, Mark. And Mark has the biggest crash out. Dude, it was so bad, even his girl was like, you know what are you doing? Hold up.
You should be in prison.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Wow, man.
Like this whole sequence of events, bro, like Mark is literally the only dude upset the whole time. Everybody's even looking at him like he's insane or something, bro. Like I mentioned earlier, this is obviously not a one-time thing. This is like the most one-sided beef ever. Dude, you have nobody on. What are you fighting for, bro? Yeah, the Guardians of the Globe split up, but it's not even, they don't even touch on this thing again. Mark is literally the only advocate for this whole Cecil situation, and it's hilarious. You could tell people in that universe, the other superheroes, are looking at him like, yo, it's not that deep, bro. And this grudge holds on forever, okay? The whole season, in fact. Mark, he saw you get packed up by Anissa, and he had to make a move. That's his whole reasoning for this whole season, Mark.
Nah, facts. If you lose every fight and you're the most powerful person on the entire planet, what the fuck do you expect me to do, gang? What do you expect me to do? What do you expect me to do, gang? You know what I'm saying? I can't have Viltrumites just running around whooping ass. Especially your ass. Because you're the best defense against them. And you get your ass handed to you every time. You know, granted, it is Conquest. But, you know what I'm saying? Even Anissa is like, damn, like, Anissa not even, like, top 10. Well, she's probably top 10. But she's not even top 5, gang. She's not top 5 Viltrumites. Like, damn. And you was getting your ass whooped. So, yeah.
We see him get angry over the whole Sinclair thing. But guess what, Mark? You know what it did? It ended up helping you anyways. Cecil is doing a good thing. All right. This may be a bit of a hot take. I don't know. You guys ever heard of redemption? Forgiveness? Even? Mark isn't willing to keep that same energy, obviously. Remember when I said he was a hypocrite? Well, yeah, he is. You guys remember when Oliver discombobulated the Mauler twins? Keep in mind, the Mauler twins are not even that bad. Okay, they're like surface level villains compared to the other ones in the Invincible universe. So if anybody had to go, it wasn't going to be the Mauler twins, for real. Mark was silent. Whoa, what do we know? Brother did not bat an eye. Wait, actually, I'm mistaken, guys. He did bat an eye. He actually gave Oliver a little talk, and that little talk was, hey, this is mean. We have to be nice to our friends, and we don't need to do this because that's not nice. And guess what, bro? That's all it does. That's all it takes. Oliver is redeemed just like that. Oh yeah, his father and stuff too. Yeah, feeling neutral. You know, feeling neutral. You killed the whole city. You put me through all this torture. But I'm feeling neutral. Enough talking about Mark, though, okay? Because he doesn't stand on business. You know who does, though? Cecil. That man does stand on business.
I'm standing on business. He's standing on business.
This man had Mark, a Viltrumite, mind you, half Viltrumite, hold him up by the neck. And he was pretty casual about it.
Run that back.
You mean to tell me this man Oliver catches 2 bodies and this man Mark walks in the room, and who does he find to blame? Who does he find to hold up by the neck? I didn't even notice this in my original recording, bro. I'm editing this and I'm going through the sequences of Oliver in that scene, and I skip a couple seconds. Next thing you know, who do I see Mark holding up in the air? Guys, we have to show Cecil some respect, all right? He's definitely desensitized from all the gruesome stuff, man. When we were introduced to his whole origin and all that, I was genuinely flabbergasted. I'm for sure certain this is attributed to his stoic personality, and that's why I respect him, bro. You know, I respect dudes like Cecil, for real. Cecil been through the storm, bro. He from the trenches, for real. He always has been a man about getting business done, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? He don't take no for an answer, and by that I mean he don't even take death for an answer. Okay, he has revived Donald beyond comprehension, and honestly, I'm like, yo, I respect that. I respect that, bro. No matter how hard you want to twist it, okay? Cecil is a valuable asset to the Invincible universe. There's literally no denying it. He even had Mark getting popped, destroyed by the brother Conquest. And guess what? Guess what Mark does?
Cecil!
I need you, Cecil!
Oh, he says Cecil. He called out for Cecil.
Oh, get him out of here!
Yo, this nigga Mark definitely did not stand on business. He did not stand on business, bro. You want to say, I don't need you. Never talk to me. Never come near my family again. Cecil! Like, bro, come on, gang.
Get him out of here!
He deep down inside. Come on, Mark. This is a cult. Mark, listen to Cecil. Why is that the first person you call out to? Cecil is the guy you want in the universe. The guy that's going to take orders. Like I said, stand on business. Mark, you're young. You're naive. Okay, Mark, listen to the elders. Listen to the bald elders. The elders bald with hair on the side. Those are the elders you want to listen to. Even better when they have a scar on their face. When they've been through the storm, Mark. He ain't been... I was finna say he ain't been through the storm, but he been through the storm.
He been through the fucking storm.
Maybe in the future, Mark, you forgive Cecil for what exactly? I don't know why you have to forgive him. This man, Mark, he needs to apparently forgive Cecil for forgiving other people. You're mean, Mark. That's not nice. It's not nice to do that. Okay, Cecil is trying to do a good thing. He's helping you, and you don't even realize it. Even by the end of the show, Mark, you had this crash out. He helped you, and you were like, oh, thank you. But I still hate you. I hate you. Mark, come on, man. What is the reason for that? Maybe if you don't even want to side with him anymore, Mark, you can hold that anger for another day. Right now is not the moment. Oh, Mark, brother.
Mark just be hating niggas for no reason. Or not even no reason, but it's like, bro, you holding a grudge, bro. Like, you gotta realize, bro, we all earthlings. We are all, not humans, but we are all earthlings, bro. We all live on Earth, bro. Like, you drawn. Like, you doing all this, like, when at the end of the day, you know deep down that we all need to stand together to fight against the real threat, the Viltrumites. That's why the first thing you did when the Viltrumites was fucking everybody up was call for Cecil. You called him. You screamed for him. You cried for him. You pleaded, Cecil, please.
This is a team sport with Cecil and the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't even know if they really crazy like that.
Bruh.
They're really not, let's be real, compared to the Viltrumites.
Nigga, the Guardians of the Galaxy ain't doing shit, bro. She not doing shit against no Viltrumite. She might. This nigga might. No. Maybe. Everybody else is cooked. Well, not even everybody else. Just these two are cooked. And this nigga's already exploded, unfortunately. RIP Rex, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, y'all. I'm out of here.